Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a review of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. So we quickly switched over to a bare-faced Trina because I will be doing a demo. I definitely want to show you what it looks like on my skin. So we're starting off fresh. And a little bit about the product. I do want to say that this foundation came out about a month or so ago. I was actually lucky enough to be able to purchase mine from Sephora during their VIB sale, so I actually saved a few bucks, but I know regularly it retails for $47 Canadian, and if you're in America, I know it's $39 US. So let's quickly touch on this packaging. I think it's very beautiful looking, very clean. Love the color combo with the gold fading into the purple. And it is a 30 ml bottle, which is standard to most foundations. And then it has a medicine dropper. And I feel like I've seen a lot of videos now where people either love this or they hate it. I personally don't mind it because it doesn't really affect how I feel about the foundation. And it does still allow you like a pump to control how much foundation you're using when applying it to the face. Okay, so you guys know I definitely took my notes, so I'm going to quickly run through a few of the claims that this foundation says to do. It is a water-based foundation with 20% of it being water, which is pretty cool because it does claim to be super hydrating, so I can understand how it would be with all of that H2O. And it also claims to be a lightweight full coverage foundation that is supposed to last up to 12 hours. It also is said to soften the look of pores and fine lines instantly, like that claim. And it's available in 12 shades. And this is where it became a little bit difficult for me because in store I tried a few on my face and I thought I found the right one. I took it home. It was way too light. It made me look gray. So I went back into the store. I exchanged it for a different color, which is the one that I'm still currently using. I think it works. Like, it seems to just kind of blend in and look very natural looking, but yeah, I feel because there's only 12 different shades right now, it's definitely going to be a lot harder for especially my darker skin ladies because they don't really have colors for you yet. So I imagine because it's a new foundation, they will expand if the foundation does well enough. But at this time, I feel like it's just a very small range, and the ones they do have, I'm not super happy with. But with that said, the shade that I'm currently using is light, medium, neutral. So what you're supposed to do is give it a really good shake, make sure it's all well blended. And I like to apply this to my brush instead of my beauty blender at first, and then start applying. So you guys let me know what you think of this color. On the camera it's actually looking a little bit light, but let's blend this out. I do want you guys to know that it goes on super smoothly, like it's a really easy product to use. It doesn't feel thick on the skin at all. And now what I like to do is go in with my damp beauty blender. I try and get it as clean as possible before I start these videos, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. Okay, so I finished blending this all out, and this still has no makeup on this side, and this is one layer of the foundation. You can see that it still looks very sheer looking, pretty natural, but you can still definitely see the blemishes, the freckles, and it just doesn't look very full coverage. So what I'm going to do is show you what 2 layers of this, actually, let me do my whole face, and then I'll show you what 2 layers looks like. Ooh, that definitely looks light now that I look at it in the camera. But get this, did you guys know, maybe I'm like the last one to know this, but during a Sephora sale, if you don't buy the right color and you take it back and exchange the color, you have to pay the difference because it's no longer sale time. I would understand that if I was trying to buy a new product, but to exchange it for the exact same item, you have to pay the difference. I did not know that. And I don't think I agree with that because it's just a normal exchange. I'm not trying to get the discount on a new product because I didn't like the other product. I'm just trying to exchange the color. I don't know. Somebody explain that to me too. Okay, so here's the whole face with one layer of this foundation. And now I'm going to show you what 2 layers of the foundation looks like just on this side. I don't find it to be super buildable. That's just my opinion. Like, I feel like anything after anything after 3 layers, I find the foundation just sits on the skin like it just can't be absorbed because this already is still, it's very dewy and I don't want to say wet feeling. It's very dewy, serum-like right now on the face. And even though this has 2 layers, I still find that there's not much of a difference between this side and this side coverage-wise. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some under-eye concealer, and then it will be time to set the face. All done. Okay, so this foundation definitely needs to be set with a powder because in this stage, it still feels really dewy on the skin. Very hydrated and smooth, but you definitely know it's gonna be moving around if you don't use a powder. So I went back to what is now, I guess, one of my holy grail products. And the reason why I stopped using it is because hello, I hit pan. There's almost nothing left in here. So what I started doing was taking the back of my brush, getting enough product out of here until I make it to a MAC and purchase a new one of these. And I'm going to take my brush, this is the NYX number 8 brush, and I'm gonna lightly dust this over the skin. I finished up the rest of the face using a little bit of bronzer, some blush, and some under eye shadow just to finish up the eyes. And now I want to tell you how this wears on me throughout the day. I definitely find that it wears off in some areas more than others, that being my chin. It also gets a little bit dry and almost like crepey-like. Like if you look up close, the foundation has separated. Same thing with the cheeks. I think it's a mixture of my oily combination skin mixed with the foundation, so that leads to my blush and bronzer separating, and I so hate when that happens. All right, let's talk final thoughts on this foundation. I like it, I just don't love it. And I actually saved this information that I'm about to share with you until now because I didn't want this to turn into like a dupe video. But every time I tried out this foundation, I was like, I've already tried something like this, or I already own something like this. I was so sure of it, and then it finally dawned on me that I had, and this Tarte foundation is a total dupe for the MAC Studio Water Weight SPF 30 foundation. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to mention that the Tarte has an SPF of 15. There you go. But yeah, they both apply super similar. I actually tried them side by side and I was like, exact same thing. This one, I want to say the MAC was a little bit more wet on the skin, like a little bit more dewy, and it took longer to set than the Tarte one did. But they even come with like the same dropper. It has a very fluid-like serum texture. There you go. So I did do a review on this, and I think I said almost the exact same thing. Like, I liked this, I just didn't love it for all the same reasons. I love the natural skin-like finish to this Tarte foundation. I love how it evens out your skin tone, but I find that I tend to look for more of a full coverage in foundations, and the Tarte just doesn't have enough for me. So I hope you guys liked this review. If you found it helpful, be sure to give the video a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I post new beauty videos every Friday. And yeah, please let me know what foundation you would like to see me review next by leaving that in the comments. I love foundation reviews. I'm always on the hunt for making my skin look amazing, and foundation is the best way to start. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Friday with another video. Bye.